Any other thoughts about defense in this week in terms of what you plan to do?
Well, again, it's a lot. We're going to have to do something to get people in the box to help stop the quarterback run, because that's the extra hat that they have when they run the football with the quarterback. So, and of course, their quarterback's one of the great ones in this country right now, and he's averaging over 300 yards a game himself, throwing and running the football, or close to. So we're going to have to make sure that we know where he is at all times and be able to, get that extra defensive back into the box.
Okay.
When Hope got there, he was talking about bringing back Michigan's physical play. Have you seen that?
He's playing with the players he's got. Mm-hmm. Exactly what I said we got to try to do here too. I mean, when you've only been able to recruit just one recruiting class, or really two, I mean 1.5. Mm-hmm. I think right now what Coach Hope's doing is he's playing, and he's doing a heck of a job of building with the personnel he's got. You can see there's senior offensive linemen. They've got a quarterback that's, does things very good when he runs the football, and he's got a good enough arm to, throw and get people open. They've got some skilled wide receivers, and then defensively, you look at a defense that has been in that system and done a good job of getting better and better as they go through.
Did Terry go through that workout, or is that something later today, or how's he doing?
He went through the workout yesterday. Sure did.
So he responded well to it?
He didn't get to do probably as much as we'd like for him to do today, but, that's the Big Ten rule, and that's the concussion rule. You've got to make sure that if there was any type of head injury, which he was on that football field, he was out. So we're going through the protocol that's proper.
So what all does he have to do to get?
Well, he's got to pass his test, and then he's got to be able to go through a physical workout, either riding a bike or running, or and not experience anything that's the dizziness or anything like that. And then he's got to go through a practice.
How's he doing with the dizziness a little bit?
That's what he did yesterday.
He didn't have anything of that.
No, he's just sore.
Coach John Davis had a big week one. We haven't seen as much of him lately. How's he been doing?
He's a little dinged also, but I think John Davis is. We're trying to utilize John the best way we can, and we'd like to get him the football a little bit more, because he is a very capable young man, but he's getting back to, and we need to get him the ball more.
How important is it for you to establish a running game?
It's huge. I mean, I think that's the game of college football. You got to be able to establish running football, and however that might be with one back, two backs, or with the quarterback. You've got to be able to establish the run.
Expect your backs to get more carries.
Well, I mean, we're trying. I mean, it's all, you can hand it to anybody, but you better be blocking the people up front. So, we're trying to get better on that offensive line, trying to do things that we can be successful doing with the front and the personnel that we have.
Has that been the key then, the blocking, running the game?
What do you think?
But you tried to run.
I mean, we've got to get some more.
I mean, that's going to be involved in our game, yeah.
Are Hugh and Graham, are they back to 100%, or are they still struggling a little bit?
No, today was the first day that both of them were 100% today.
You haven't had those guys together much this season.
Not a whole bunch.
How much has that affected the flow of things up front?
Well, I think any time that you take players out, I mean, it's the same thing with what we've gone through at safety, where you had two guys that have played 13 consecutive games together, and all of a sudden they're not. Any time that happens, that causes a different deal. So we've got to get those guys healthy, and I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. I mean, it just happens, and we've got to hopefully get those guys back as fast as we can.